Hello everyone. Today, let's start with a quote. Confident knitters don't compete, they create what sparks their joy. So yeah, if you find yourself trying to follow someone, or I've been there, I've done that, I'm not judging. But at some stage you will see your self-development, improvement as a knitter, from perspective not only the skill, not only how you knit, not only what kind of materials or tools sparks your joy, and you actually will go with that, then maybe whatever the majority is doing, you start listening to your gut and your feelings with the thing that you knit. And then obviously with whatever it's out there, whatever it's the big hit and stuff like that, it's so easy to be caught to do things sometimes that follow majority, and afterwards we have kind of like a feeling about that. But that's just a learning process, isn't it? Am I still there? Would I follow things? I probably would if I was watching, but I don't have time to watch, therefore I just do my own thing. So that's just saying. And I have an update for you and some new stuff for you. Therefore I switch. I'm not sure if I show that, but I hope I did. I switched already to longer circle knitting needles. Yeah, I showed that. And I'm at this stage, so I did that much. So I have 1, 2, 3. And now is the time for a split. So I will be doing that, hopefully. Hopefully I'll split and I start knitting on the body. In the body, I'm still, look at that. I will be able to do the fourth, for sure, I think. At least, yeah. So I'm doing the fourth thing, and obviously I will have to have some bits for the sleeves, because when I'll be adding, that needs to be added too. So I think that's that. I'm going to just go 4, and then I will just do plain, because overall I think I have 6 balls of these, and this is 100% wool. And this is 100% wool. It smells like wool, it acts like wool, it touches like wool, it's wool. So, oh yeah, so what pattern I'm knitting, just in case you're first time over here. So I'll just show you the first page. This was gifted to me by my friend, because I said that I bought a child's pattern, but one day my dream would be to get maybe an adult, or maybe I'll just do the math and I could figure out from the child one. But she said, like, don't waste your brain, I'll buy you a pattern. So I didn't have to waste my brain. You know, sometimes some people say when it's working it hurts. So this is it. So this is a festive yoke pullover by Skandir Knits, and on that I'm using fingering weight yarn. I'm using 3.5 millimeters. I started the thing with 2.75 millimeters. I think I did. So that's that, and I'll be splitting, and we shall see how it goes. However, as I mentioned, we have a cutie boy over here. We have a kids version. So the same thing is a fingering weight pattern, and I had a chit chat with a friend in regards like, you can do it for a bigger size in the DK or worsted weight. Therefore I'm going to knit this for a child, but with the DK weight yarn. Ta-da! This is not 100% wool, I would say, by feeling. Well, the advertisement was 95% wool, 5% polyester, but I think it's more 90-10 by feeling, which is fine. Somehow my nose got blocked. Anyway, so it says alpaca wool, skin friendly, keep warm, comfortable, hand knitted. Yeah, it's very soft, very nice, and I love the colors. So I'm planning to knit kids size. Therefore, I'm going slightly different with my age. So this is the sizing for the kids. It's more age appropriate. So it's, if you don't have a clue, this is brilliant. So if you don't have a clue and you want to knit a sweater for a child that you don't have near you, the pattern, it's written from perspective or divided to an age. So you have 1/4, half, 1 year, 2 year, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12-year-old. I think that's what I understood by it. Hopefully I understood it right. Double check. Definitely if I I'm so sorry. I will do the link down below, so definitely check that out if I understood it. Size in years, that's what it says, so I presume so. But because I'm knitting for children, it's not even. I'm tall, so my kids are tall. Therefore, like, even I tell you that my child is 3.5, like, her clothes are for like 6 years old. So actually I'm going to use size in years for 6 years old and for 1 year old, but I'm going to use that DK, and I'm going to use a 4mm needles to do that. So hopefully it will fit my boy, and then it will fit my girl. If it's going to be too big, that's not a problem, because kids grow at that age, they will still grow. So that's what's the plan. I have 6 of these. This is 75 grams advertised, but I weighted and it looks like 72, 73, depends. So that's what I have. I have 3 of these, and I'm hoping with 6 and 3 I'll be able to knit 2 sweaters. So that's for now. And I also have this yarn, which is advertised as 100, I'm not sure, was a wool. This is a fingering, very thin one. It's a 2-ply, so it's very kind of roughy. This definitely have a vibe of a wool for sure, like even in the touch. So I'm not sure the percentage of it, doesn't say really. I have 4 balls of these. This is meant to be 50 gram, but again I weighted, so it's like 47, so like always 2 grams less. So that's that. And it's a really nice gray with some tweed. I love tweed yarn. So that's that. I'm going to knit with that. I'm going to give you a feedback, and not really too much about the yarn, because most about the thickness of the strand itself. So we call it a weight of the yarn, even though we're not referring to weight itself. So if you hear that for the first time, that might be confusing. So the thickness, and in some countries you don't say weight of the yarn, you say this is the yarn for 4mm knitting needles. That would be in Poland, and someone commented underneath one of the videos, and they said that the same thing is in their country. So basically the yarn even sold in shop would be like for 2mm, for 3mm, for 4mm, for 5mm, for 6mm knitting needles. So that gives you optimal gauge. Therefore the fabric is not see-through. However, it's your choice. You can pick biggest knitting needles and so forth. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm not going to waste any of my time because I need to knit and eat. So I hope you enjoyed. Today is Friday, the 26th of September 2025. So I'm knitting Christmas sweaters in September, because you don't know how long it's going to take me. Therefore, we're knitting because I want to have them done on the 1st of December. So wish me luck, and I hope to see you in the next one. Oh, don't forget to access all my patterns. Just go and join this KnittingILove YouTube channel. There's over 60 patterns. We have over 30 patterns for socks, over 60 patterns for hat. I have 1 sweater pattern. I should have maybe advertised more, maybe create a website with what actually patterns I have. If you have access to Ravelry, you can definitely check over that. I do not sell any more patterns there, but I do have those patterns there, so you can actually see and browse through them, and people, if they have projects, they can add, and you can check all these people's projects there. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for support, because I see that joining thing is growing. So I'm just hoping that everyone who goes to my Google Drive to access files there in the PDF file, yes, you can print them or save on the device, enjoys them. And thank you so much for the feedback, for whoever is writing it down. That's that. I hope to see you next one. Bye bye.